Right next to you, in this bed with you. I don't know how heaven could be better than. I'm gonna see how many viewers I get. Oh, I'm gonna continue, but I have a lot to say. And I hope it breaks it down to the very point of who we are and what we're really trying to do. Our focus should not be on such things as discrepancies on other people's channels. Forever. I'm going to try to build an audience at least of 10 because I have a lot to say. Hey, in the meantime, we're listening to Kane Brown. I love him. So beautiful. I'm lying next to you, in this bed with you. I don't know how. Luna, am I saying your name correctly? Hello? Could be better than this. Check it out. Everybody's talking about heaven like they just can't wait to go. So good, so beautiful. I'm sure I'm going to be demonetized for that. I don't care. Thank you. I hope I said it correctly. I don't know how heaven could be better than. See, we all seem to sometimes take it lightly. The meaning of love. This character right here. You're in the fake. What's come kiss me one more? At a young age, he's writing about love, like what it means to hold someone and such. I truly believe that's the meaning of love, is actually paying attention to the moment, that one moment that you respect something and honor something and look up to something. Not in jealousy, just in full stride. Let's which one. I'm going to give it another minute, but yeah, let me go ahead and break this down to you guys. Hold on. Thunder in the Rain, that's another good song. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break down to y'all what I want to do. The whole reason for this video is I want to show y'all what good versus evil in our everyday reality. Speaking of, two fantastic channels, WSO, C. Wilson, which I attend on. I'm very much anticipating. I'm so nervous about going on his show. Hold on, let me turn this down. I really am nervous about going on his show, but the more that I watch his mannerisms and the way he has just become such a light person lately, like he's really looking into each and every one of our small channels and actually thinking like, what if? You know, he's giving me room. He's saying it's okay. I was where you are now, and I want to help you build. And no disagreement. You know, allow us to speak our truth. So with that being said, I also want to talk about no other than Scott from the Nibiru channel, who I've been following as well, a couple years. There's no comparison in these channels, if you ask me. I've learned a lot from both of them. Both of them have just brought so much light to my world and what I was seeing and what I was going through in my life. However, I do want each and every one of you to also determine where good and evil comes in between these two. What I want to do with you, if you guys have time, I want to watch. Okay, this is how my day started, okay? I checked in on WSO. And when I checked in on him, I was watching the videos that I haven't seen previously. And thank him. Oh, shouts out to China. I couldn't believe that when I heard it. Much respect. I look forward to the show, although I'm, you know, not really big on words and all. But however, and then he released another video, which we're about to watch now. I want y'all to perceive it the same way I did, okay? Let's watch it together. All right, let me cut off Mr. Brown there. All right. This is what I did. I watched WSO. When he came out with this video right here, I was under no pretenses of the other video that he was speaking of. Okay, I had not seen Scott's video. at this time. Hold on, just a moment.
Why would you do that? Why would you put out a video like that, especially after WSO has been...
Sorry, my finger's a little itchy right now because I'm so anticipating on showing you guys
I'm starting to think
how I feel about this spiritually and why I am a truther. I'm not only telling the truth about what I see in my perceptions in the skies, although a lot of them might seem to a lot of y'all as far as pretenses when I talk about crafts and such, but this is not just a window for me from WSO. I'm going to read all your comments in a minute. Hi, Matt. I'm going to read everyone's comments in a minute because we're going to watch this together and I'm going to comment with y'all, but my day started like this. I was watching Steve's channel. I heard my shout out here in this video. You know, and we'll go through this one. But the next one, really... Okay, let's just do this. Okay, my day started like this.
Hi, everybody. It's Steve Olson with WSO, and I appreciate you coming to my channel and being part of our movement. Today, there was a major video made by...
And yes, we're going to watch it in its entirety because I think it's very important for y'all to understand this man's response to a video that I have yet to watch. When I watched Scott's video, my blood pressure went way up because it's all about condemning him and putting his personal business. And Scott contradicts himself a whole lot in his video. Again, let me just reiterate this. I am not condemning anyone's channel. What I'm telling y'all is this is how evil is amongst us. Evil will shut you down from the truth. When Scott has a very... him and the physicist. And, you know, I might be a little shysty and say, yeah, his channel did not get big until the physicist became a part of his channel. And that's just what the truth is. Okay? I was a habitual watcher of Scott as well as WSO. Okay? So let's just put it on the table, people. They have their channels, I have mine. They have their views, I have mine. And the fact is evil is haunting each and every one of us and making us turn against each other as truthers. You're never going to listen to me if you don't believe in me. And if we totally shut down Scott, then that just tells us everything that he said was a lie, which I don't believe is true. We cannot discontinue channels because of what people says. My main thing is I want y'all to look at, again, I watched this first. His response to the video that he's already seen that you are about to see, I cannot believe how humbled this man is. Steve is so humbled. His business was put on Front Street as if it was just an attack. Maliciously, he was attacked. And he still came off so humbled. Again, look at this as if you have not watched the Scott video yet. I'm just trying to show you good from evil. I'm trying to show you good intentions to Scott's, you know, I want subscribers or don't want subscribers. Whatever the case may be, humbled. We all have to be humbled in these last days. And I believe that WSO, Steve Olson, gives you the perfect example. Ooh, I'm getting stumbled over my words. Perfect example of being humbled after seeing what I seen after this video. Let's go.
Second largest, WSO is the largest Planet X channel, and Scott Sione, who has Planet X Nibiru channel, is the second largest. And today, he just came out.
I'm trying to. Thank you, Luna.
I've seen it. And so today, what I'm going to do is just take a few minutes to respond to it initially because I know a lot of you are confused. But again, my grief...
Can y'all hear that? Can you hear that, Luna?
Because I'm being attacked. I don't care about that. It's slander all the way up and down. I can just tell you it's just slander. There's nothing true about anything that he said about like real estate or wives or any of that kind of stuff. Is all a fabrication.
Thank you.
But the question that we have to ask ourselves is why? Why would you do that?
Okay, hold on. I just have to do this. Luna, I noticed that you have 111 at the end. I have 111 tattooed on me 3 times. I'm just letting you know that. Shouts out. This is all, everything is electric. Everything is universal. We are all connecting right here, right now for that reason of energy and positive energy. Okay?
Why would you put out a video like that, especially after WSO has been pleading with you to come and be on a show with us so that we can discuss our differences? Well, I'm starting to think that these are classic tactics to distract from what's
okay.
important.
See, Matt, that's what I'm talking about. 111.
Right now, and bring you the information, the quality information that we continue to get better and better. You guys all know we made mistakes along the way. We're not hiding from our mistakes. I mean, we had failed projects and different things that happen. Things fail, right? But we never had anything to do, first of all, with real estate. I have nothing to do with real estate right now. The only thing I have going on right now is we're trying to prepare for what's coming.
Hi, Tammy.
That's about it. And then,
what I'm going to do in all respect, sorry, I keep cutting him off. I'm going to get on my other phone and chat with you on the chat room, but I'm going to be quiet out here, okay? I'm going to try anyway.
Anyway, these are kind of classic tactics, and so I'm kind of trying to ferret out why would we be doing this. So the first thing that comes to my mind all the time, because I'm paranoid, is that it's a deep state attack. And I look at his alignments, and I look at, the people that he aligns with, like Daza the cameraman. Daza has been attacking Planet X researchers all the way back to Marshall Masters and Nancy Leader and all those guys, Bob Evans, John Moore. He's been coming against a lot of those folks for a long time. So I get a little bit leery when I see anybody promote Daza's channels or anything that Daza has to say, because he's a known liar, okay? A known liar. The second thing that, though, I think is probably more likely is that's happening is that WSO is getting better, and they're shrinking. We're growing and they're shrinking. And I don't say that egotistically. The reason that we're growing and they're shrinking, I think, is because we're expanding our network. We're trying to get more voices into the mix. I have a flat earth. You guys all know I'm against flat earth. But I'm having a flat earth researcher come on my show this weekend, Mrs. China Jones. She's going to come on and talk to us about her beliefs and why she believes what she does. And then also...
Okay, I'm going to stop there. That was validation for me, you guys. I don't know how many of you have been with me. Not many of you, I believe, since the beginning, but I have built and been out there in the dirt, in the gravel, shooting day and night, trying to prove that something was different, like something is not right with humanity. And that to hear I have a flat earther, although genuinely I haven't been a flat earther long, but I am a flat earther, for that to come out of his mouth, and I've watched him for years, he is not a flat earther, but he's never fought against it. He still leaves room for a level of learning. He still leaves that little space open, and that means a lot to me. So kudos to me. It just feels good to have somebody say my name that, I'll be on the show. Hopefully. All right, love and light.
Shows Planet X stuff that she's done. But again, we're expanding the network, trying to get more points of view. And as we've been expanding, the attacks, by the way, on our channel and our ministry has been getting bigger and bigger. And it's really because we're expanding in spite of that. So it's either jealousy or they're threatened by the growth. Like we just hit 70,000, and we're kind of in a tipping point. And we have a lot of pipe laid for a lot of exciting projects that we are going to succeed in doing. And it just seems like the timing is a little bit funny right now that we're in this like upshift. I really feel like we're upshifting, and it kind of makes sense. It doesn't have to be a known, like Scott doesn't have to be like a deep state person to be manipulated by the deep state guys, or me either for that matter, right? And then finally, what I think is probably the most important reason why somebody would do this is because they want to deny access to this growing network of truthers. David Mead, he picks up the phone when I call. Bob Fletcher, all the different researchers, both large and small, that we work with. We're a network at WSO. We're not a single. We don't purport to be correct all the time, and we're always going to tell you to do your research, right? So whenever you have somebody try to defame somebody like was happening today, always keep in the back of your mind, are they trying to keep me away from that person so that I don't listen to what they have to say? And I think that that's probably the bigger rationale for it, is jealousy and, kind of thinking that you have all the truth and nobody else has the truth. And so we're going to continue expanding our network. We're going to continue to bring small channels onto our Saturday morning shows. We're going to continue to do Bruce Sees All. We're going to continue to expand and working with other researchers and continue networking, because that's the way to truth. And you'll find out when you work with me, if you spend any time around me, I really want to focus on what's most important. And I want to talk about the truth. I want to expose the truth, because the Lord says the truth will set us free. I truly believe that. And whenever somebody is trying to cut your access off or try to convince you not to even listen to somebody, you got to really have your radar up, because nobody's got 100% of the truth. And I'll give you a great example of this. I promote Rishi from Boston even though he hates me. He cucked me so bad this summer. But Richie, man, is awesome. 90% of what he says is awesome, right? And so my point is never stop listening and learning from all, especially Claudia. You guys got to keep listening to the physicist. She really does have good information. And also, when Scott's not ranting, listen to his information. It's all got to be taken into account. Otherwise, we're not going to get the full picture of truth. So my initial response is it's all slander. There's not an ounce or grain of truth in anything that he said about us today. It's very disappointing that rumor and gossip became part of that rant. But I'm going to forgive him. I forgive you, Scott, you know? And we have to keep learning from all. It's like William Cooper said before he was murdered. William Cooper said, one thing I've learned in my life is that you have to keep learning everything you can, because everything we have been taught is a lie. Even truth comes from our enemies. It's up to us to ferret it out. It's up to you to research if I'm right or wrong. It's up to you to research if Scott's right or wrong. But Scott and Claudia, I love you guys. Please stop. Let's come together for the benefit of the community and stop hurting each other. I love you guys. Take care. And there'll be a detailed response, guys. We're going to go point by point through and show how each of these different things that were being said were meant to get you to stop looking at WSL. That's all it's all about. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day and look forward to our next video. Lots of information pouring in. It's a very critical time right now not to cut off information from anybody, including Scott or Claudia, okay? Do not be bitter with them. Just
Hi, Mr. Floyd.
Them and turn the other cheek. Love you guys. Take care. And by the way, I love you, man.
All right, this is what we're going to do here. I just want to intervene for a second, and then we're going to watch Scott's video. Keep in mind, in case you're just joining me, hi, Mr. Floyd, I love you. Mr. Floyd has been a huge follower of mine for a very long time on Google before I really even made it mainstream on YouTube. So much respect to him. I want you guys to, okay, take this on it like I took it today. I watched this first before watching Scott's video. So, when you realize how humbled Steve was, compared to what you're about to see, if you haven't seen Scott's video, you're about to. And he contradicts himself, and all he does is the same thing he did this time last year. I know not to say names because I'll get debunked about it. I'm not debunked, or I'll get demonetized or whatever, or Sharky gets me. But all of us who are Scott fans and followers know exactly who I'm talking about. Last year, same scenario. Okay? What Scott says in this next video is so ironic to the same things that happened with another Nibiru watcher at the time. Okay, and this is where I love Scott and hi WSO Claudia, and they are right. And Steve, I'm about to show you, and I'm gonna take some breaks in watching Scott's video, which actually shocked me, is how you can see what evil has kicked in. Evil has kicked in. When I tell you this, I mean, it's all around us, people. It only takes 1 second or one person. Come on, our kids are being raised these days with electronics. If you have an Instagram and an 8-year-old, 9-year-old is on there and it says, oh my God, that picture is so ugly, that ruins the kid's day. I think that Scott, this is what I mean by falling. He for him to put Steve's business out there like that, and I know the majority of it's not true, but I'm saying his faults and the way he's going about this is hiding the truth, because what people are falling victim to is, my channel is so much more important than the other channel, my views, and no, what it is, you know what, when I'm not even finished watching the video from Scott in its entirety because I wanted to do it with you guys. I don't care what picture was taken and or stolen, whatever it is you're being accused of. My thing is that picture real? Does that picture exist? I could care less about who took it. What this means is there is actually an object beside the sun and or moon, whatever picture they're talking about. I haven't seen it in its entirety. What we need to focus on is, does it exist? Is it real? This argument is keeping us from viewing the actual damn photo. And we need to know how close it is. And if there's an argument in front of us, we can't proceed, you guys. Because we have to stop. And we have to take care of this nonsense, which, again, I will reiterate, I can't believe Steve's reaction is so humbled because he is truly a blessing. And Scott was too at one time. Okay, so now I'm going to go and we're going to watch Scott's video, which I haven't finished because actually it made me sick. The way he was putting everything out there about business and his business and that business. And what does that matter about the photo? If that photo was taken by Alex, now I don't know Alex that well. So if the photo was taken for whatever reason, I don't even care. Does that photo make a difference in our future is the question. Okay. Hold on, let me go back. Does that one photo that they're talking about, or it might be a video, the video is what we need to be focused on, okay? Or the photo. That's the photo I want to see. That's what we're reflecting on. Not who's arguing about who took it and who stole it and where it came from. I want to see the shot so I can judge for myself, because there is things happening, and this is just another way of conquering division when it comes to evil and good. I'm not saying either one is either or, but I'm saying love will see through this light. We have to recognize that people fall off the map on YouTube, not apparently for a reason that you can recognize, but I see through this bullshit. So that's why I'm here today, to go over these videos with you again. I watched WSO's before I watched Scott's. And then watching through it, not even, I think I got through half. And then realizing that, oh my Lord, Jesus, Steve had to be so upset. He had to be so pissed off. No, he wasn't. He was humbled. He humbled himself. He humbled his show, and he got us all back together like... This is what it is. Alex got pictures of 2011. You know what? It's not even... Steve, I don't even care what it was. What it is that these photos were taking. I mean, that's what it is. And for someone to say that they stole them or whatever it is, I want to see the photos. I'm curious to know if they're that... if we can talk about it like that, then let's see them. You know, I don't care who stole it and put it on who, or if they didn't steal it. We can go through all of our channels and put them all together and guarantee you we're seeing the same object. So why aren't we discussing that? But I want to see this negativity in this gentleman right here. It's unbelievable.
Get in here.
Unbelievable, Scott. And I'm going to talk during this one.
So just give me a few minutes and hold on. We're going to put up a few.
And yes, I'm a true believer. He left this up for a long time. And we can read it word for word. But I am a true believer. If Scott's channel did not have the input from the physicist, he too would be not as far... how can I say it without insulting people? Let's just watch and listen.
Disclaimers right here. So these crybabies.
See, he's already in crybabies. Why would he even say that? Why would you consider them as crybabies? Let's just stop that.
From the Steve Olson camp and all of his followers understand that this is going to be under fair use, rules and regulations. So I don't want to hear anything about copyright infringement or privacy guideline crap. The bottom line is, I've come to find out once again that Alex Luhan is running his mouth and making videos pertaining to the fake eclipse video that him and Steve Olson conducted and tried to defraud, basically the entire Planet X community, people who follow the information and are searching for the truth. They basically, Alex, who's known for this, basically stole somebody's Facebook photos and information and claimed that it was given to him by a friend. And now I'm being accused of orchestrating that entire ensemble of lies when in fact I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I proved it. My arch nemesis, Daza the cameraman, proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt that Alex stole these these eclipse photographs. I think they were from like 2014 or 2012 or something like that. They came from another gentleman by the name of William. I was in contact with William. Daza was in contact with William. You know, he clearly stated that he doesn't know me, he doesn't know Alex, and he doesn't know any of the people that were involved. But yes, those photographs were his. Yes, they were posted on the
Yes,
CNN
Floyd, I'm on WSO,
iReport
Saturday,
website.
11 a.m.
None of that was fake. But the claims from WSO and the claims from Alex Lujan, well, folks.
And I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. Nibiru Freedom Fighter. Here we go. I like you. I like your channel. I have respect for you and your channel as well. However, I'm bringing you up because you also have put in my feed. Let's just go ahead and get it out there. This, again, I refuse to have arguments on my channel. This is all about talking to one another. Let's get it out there and clear it. Okay? And you have also stated to me, Nibiru Freedom Fighter, that WSO has lied to you, or Steve has came to you in such a manner, claiming that, if I'm correct, now correct me if I'm wrong, that he was going to mention your name or try to get your channel explicit on his channel. He did not. You and such called him a liar. Am I wrong or right? I'm in the chat room. I want to go ahead and clear this up because you're awesome and he is awesome. There you go. Nibiru Freedom Fighter, join us on the show Saturday. I'm just giving you an opportunity right now because I know that you've said that a lot of people have let you down and so has WSO. Well, I'm putting it out there. Please. I love your channel. I think you are so awesome. And I think you come at things in a perspective such as myself. So will you join us? Yes, and we all have to work together, Luna. We have to work together. This is what Scott is trying to prevent. Maybe he's not even aware of it. But we can do this. We can all come together. Right? And it's all free, guys. You don't even have to pay to sit on the panel and allow WSO and his audience, his platform. He's putting us out there as small channels. Why wouldn't you allow that to happen? Are you still there, Nibiru Freedom Fighter? I did promise you I'd bring up your name, but I didn't know it was going to be today. We're going to continue to listen to this this evil. Okay? Again, not hating on Scott. Not at all. Or the physicists. In no way, shape, or form. But I'm just trying to show you. Look at the responses now from WSO. His response into this, what I would consider, this is defamation of character. In every way, shape, or form. Let's pay attention.
Those were all lies. And now Alex is trying to cover his tracks by making up fake inbox messaging memes that are supposed to be coming from me, but those have already been debunked. And the fact of the matter is,
yes, Steve,
I had nothing to do with it. This was all orchestrated by Steve
Hi,
Olson
Logic.
and Alex Lujan. Now, folks, you know, some of you have said, well, why are you trashing Steve Olson? Well, I'm not trashing him.
Let's just take a moment of silence right there where he just said, I'm not trashing him. Just a moment of silence. Let's continue.
I'm not trashing Alex Lujan. Now, these people are pure fakes.
Another moment of silence. I'm not trashing him.
They're pure fraud. That's the bottom line. So I'm not trashing any of these individuals.
Again, another moment of silence for him. And it gets deeper. It gets so deep that no matter what he's about to say about Steve, even I didn't know, but he gets down to his bank accounts. He gets down to his marriage, his personal life. And I think that this is just wrong in every sense of the word. Okay? So now whose channel's focusing on what?
They're trashing themselves. So I'm going to dedicate a whole bunch of time
so much time on your hand that the physicist is not writing a report for you to read. Sorry.
And I am going to go through all of Steve Olson's videos. I'm going to...
Okay, this is where intent comes in. Do you hear this, man? He said, I am going to go through all of Steve Olson's videos. He has intent, nothing more than evil. He just clearly stated amongst all of y'all, this is intent. He intends to. What he's going to do is run into a dead end if this video has anything to do with the outcome of this one. Just tired of it, y'all. Good versus evil. And my greatness is so much bigger than his evil.
To go through all of Alex Luhan's videos. And I'm going to show each and every one of you that these two idiots are complete fakes and scammers. That's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen.
But you know, oh, do I see you joining us, Scott? Is that you? Okay, great. Now let's listen to what you've had to say. Okay, your intent, instead of letting shit go and allowing all of us in these small communities to view y'all and learn from you guys. All you're doing is causing arguments, Scott. You're causing arguments. You're causing nothing but drama. Okay, if your channel was to be just nothing but Planet X and the physicist was nothing about what we cannot see, then it should be. Thank you for joining. I do. I respect you. But I think you're a little out of hand right now. Because I got this. Watch. Your intent is wrong. You know what? And your intent should be to let it go right now. Just call it what it is. Both of you guys have enough knowledge to get together in a community to help us. But no, y'all are turning all this around. So let's go for it. Let's listen to what you said earlier. Your intent is nothing to do more than bring him down.
Dedicate a lot of time to, I hate to use the word, but I'll use it anyways, but I'm gonna put a lot of time into debunking all of Steve Olson's WSO videos and his sham. And the same thing goes for Alex Luhan. Now, back in November and December of last year, Alex pulled the same crap on me.
You just said, since when do you tell me to do? Since when do you tell me what my intent is? Hold on. Boy, get me shook up here.
An astrophotographer.
Let me tell you what it is. Since you left it on, since you put it on the internet for me to view.
For a living. He actually takes
that's why. Since you put it out there for me to view as a YouTuber, that's since when? Do you want to back up?
Worth of equipment, and he takes deep space photographs and he sells those photographs to magazines. So Alex decided to be a wise guy and steal some of his photographs from his Facebook page, and then Alex sent them to me and said, hey, check this out, this is the backstory, you know, these are coming
absolutely
from
Luna, thank you.
Blah, 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 blah. Same story he was giving on Steve Olson's live stream a few weeks ago. Well, it was all a complete lie.
And I need you here.
The photographs. I got my YouTube channel in trouble, and I also got myself in trouble.
My. Do you see how he keeps reiterating my YouTube, my this, my that?
I just took those. They are not what you are saying, and I was just about to sell those to a magazine. And now,
sorry, I know he's reading
I'm
something.
not going to be able to. So I'm going to have to take you to court. I'm going to have to sue you for all of the money that I would have made by selling these photographs. Well, after I explained to this gentleman what had occurred, we actually became somewhat of friends on Facebook.
Someone please start screenshooting what Scott is saying, because he's absolutely lost his mind.
And then,
if you're on your cell phone,
you know,
I am.
Alex trying to scam me and scam many, many other people. Now, I've known Alex for just about a year now, only through Facebook and YouTube. I came in contact with Steve Olson.
I have no idea what I got myself into. And my name is China Miss Jones, in case you haven't read.
I had sent him some photographs that were coming in from another Planet X observer in Germany and another gentleman in Switzerland.
Hold on.
And the photographs were quite astounding. And I shared these photographs via email with Steve and Wayne Steiger. Well, I didn't hear anything back from Steve or Wayne for quite some time. And then it was a few months later, he finally...
Please be sure to screenshot all of the comment sections, you guys. Loving this.
And basically, you know, I'm a pretty good read of character, and I knew right from the beginning that a lot of what Steve was telling me was not the truth. Because everything that I told him that I have done in my career...
Thank you, Mr. Floyd. Why so paranoid, Scott? Steve is coming from a piece of love. Absolutely.
He did all of the same. That he came from a marketing background, advertising background. He told me that he spent time in the U.S. Air Force.
Thank you, Matt. Yes.
He was involved in this and involved in that.
Okay, now, since I have you here, why did you feel it necessary? I'm asking you. I got 3 to 4, 5 different devices going on. I'm asking you, Scott, why did you feel it necessary in your heart to put this man's, whether it be false, whether it be true, doesn't matter. Why did you feel it necessary to do this? And I just saw your comment about, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Yes, I do, honey. It's called truth. I'm not just a truther of my surroundings. I'm a truther from within my heart, my soul. I'm questioning you right now, Scott. What made you do what you are about to hear with your own ears from your own mouth?
And
via YouTube, which makes it my business.
Frankly, I didn't believe any of it. But, you know, I figured, hell, I could collaborate with this guy. He's on the same page as I, and let's go for it. He admitted to me that in the beginning when he saw my YouTube channel coming up, that he was afraid of me. And in our candid conversation, I said to him, well, what would you be afraid of? He said, well, I noticed that your YouTube channel went from a few hundred subscribers to about 18,000 subscribers in a very short amount of time. And I said to him, well, why would that scare you? And he said, well, WSO is the leader in Nibiru research, and I want to stay that way. And I thought that was kind of egotistical, narcissistic, and arrogant. So right off the bat, Steve Olson was afraid of me.
How's he judging Steve?
And my YouTube channel.
So automatically Steve Olson was afraid of me.
I never knew this was a race.
Coward.
I never knew it was some type of game. But apparently, it is. And later on, as I got to know Steve, he started...
And listen, y'all, this gets hard to watch. Let me tell you, if you're a being such as myself, or you're just... I'm all about everybody. I love everyone. You know, unless you physically do something to hurt my children, I really don't have a problem with you. But this right here hurts my feelings. That Nibiru watcher such as himself, who was on the right track, has fallen to such nonsense. Just please pay attention.
YouTube trolls. And they were just trolling his YouTube channel left and right. And he saw how I was handling the YouTube trolls, and he admitted to me, he said, oh, you know, look, Scott, I'm afraid of confrontation. I don't like confrontation. You know, how do you handle this, and blah, blah, blah.
Me too, Steve.
You know, and I told him, I said, listen, I just go straight for these people.
And listen to how he knows the conversation between Steve and himself. He knows it word for word, right? Right? Word for word. Listen. And I said, and he said, that's such BS.
I'm not afraid to fight for what I believe in. And I still am not afraid to fight for what I believe in. And then one day, in another conversation.
So, would you not to be afraid to fight for what you believe in? Would you please reiterate those words one more time for me, Scott? I am not afraid to fight on my channel or anywhere else for what I believe in. And I believe in WSO. I believe in truth searchers, anybody who is out there seeking the truth. As above, so below. Tell me the truth about both of them, and maybe we can all come together about it, something. So for you how can you hate me for doing my beliefs? You're putting Steve and Alex's business out there. I'm putting yours out there on my beliefs and my feelings. And I think that you're dead ass wrong. I think you're dead ass wrong. And I think you were last year this time. You're still wrong. You have nothing but drama on your channel. Therefore, I would no longer be watching you and your observatory when the physicists did the majority of your work anyway. Damn it.
We were having a Google Hangout. Just a, not a live hangout, just a face-to-face video conference. And Steve was telling me, oh, hey, one of the ways to fight these people.
Hi, Daisy. And let me tell you, Daisy, I love you, and I'll defend you too, and your channel. Your channel, I always have, because you're just like me. You just get out there and you shoot the shit, and you talk the talk, and hope somebody's listening to you. Damn it. All right, let's continue.
Your own fake YouTube accounts. And I said, what do you mean by that? And he says, well...
Hold on, let's pay attention to what Ann just said. There is so much drama in the truth movement, especially Flat Earth. Yes, it is. And it's not just about Flat Earth. It's just about the movement. This is a prime example, you guys, of evil. This is a prime example how things can happen to deteriorate us from the truth. I'm taking the time to do this instead of watching WSO right now. We're all taking the time to do this because I'm a truther. And these are my feelings and my channel. So as Steve has, and Alex has, and Scott has. You can choose to tune in or tune out. Scott, why did you even bother tuning in if you knew it was all going to be about negativity? It wasn't at first until you came in the comment section with the negativity. I was simply going to determine how you came at this and how he came at this. Determine good and evil. You're evil. Okay? So let's all just be together and continue to watch evil right in front of you, right here on YouTube, which made it my business.
Well, I have over 40 YouTube accounts.
Kudos.
Accounts.
Kudos.
And I said, are you kidding me? And he said, yes. Now,
Where did
Alex
Scott go? Did he leave?
The same techniques as Steve with these fake Gmail accounts. So you know that you need a Gmail account in order to, get on the YouTube and blah, 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 and make comments. Well, a lot of the comments...
Steve, you do not have to tell us your business. We already know, honey.
Are Steve
We know.
himself using his fake accounts. Oh, we love you, Steve. You're the best. God bless you. All of this rhetoric, and it's all fake. These are fake comments put
Yes,
forth
Ann's here. Tammy.
by Steve Olson himself. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is, over the course of the last year, Steve has basically ripped off so many people across this country.
Let me see if I can't get this right. He has ripped off so many people across this country. So you tell it, Scott. I know you're probably still listening. Why wouldn't you? You don't just stop, oh, I'm just pissed. No, you're still listening. Let me tell you something what Steve has done. Steve has brought to my attention that my research was correct, that I wasn't overboard, that I was seeing things. Steve has brought nothing but goodness to me, and I'm sure thousands of other people. What was your purpose in that statement? Okay, now I'm going to let it finish, but what's your purpose? Your purpose is that both of you have brought a lot of light into our lives. And the physicists, let's not forget. Okay? We once were a community, me being an outsider looking in, viewing y'all every day. Not comparing your channels. Learning. I was learning. And you're shutting him down. You're talking about his personal business. Oh, let's continue.
there are people literally looking for him, and I'm gonna show you some of the information.
And how hard is it to find Steve Olson? Somebody please tell me. There are literally thousands of people, whatever he says here. It's not that hard to find the man. Type in WSO, Google, there he is, bam. Not that hard.
Today, people that he owes thousands and thousands of dollars to. One gentleman, he owes $5,000 for their trip to, I think it was North Dakota. This guy is actively looking for Steve Olson to recoup his money. There are a whole bank of people that are looking for Steve because of the money they invested.
Okay, Scott, I know you're listening. What's the purpose of that? Whether we sit here and laugh at it or not. What's the purpose of telling the world that this man owes money or this man has a bank account? How does that prove to us anything about Planet X and Nibiru, Planet 9? Okay, why? This is what I'm talking about. People get sidetracked from the bullshit that I just want to nip it in the bud and let's carry on. Because you're so, whether this video is true or not, doesn't matter to us. Doesn't matter to us what Steve does on a daily basis with his bank account, his wife, his marriage, his kids. Is he still teaching us? Yes. Is he still taking out the time of his day to get on here on a daily basis? Yes. So what if he has, I know there's somebody talking about, oh, well, I have a GoFundMe because I have rheumatoid arthritis that I can't afford to pay for. That doesn't make me any less of a researcher.
Into his ham radio operation, which was, once again, a complete sham and a scam. Now, there are rumors floating around, and I'm getting email after...
So let's talk about rumors. You're a truther, but you want to talk about rumors.
Email after email, people asking me to help them find Steve because he basically...
Funny thing is, I find Steve every day in the palm of my hand. Yes, I do. He's so hard to find.
Basically ripped off these people in a real estate deal based on bunkers. And when you're selling these bunkers, I believe you have to have some type of a real estate license or something of that nature.
Did you hear the way he said that? He was trying to let y'all know, maybe he doesn't have a real estate license. How much deeper does he want to go? How much deeper can you go to try to shut WSO down as if everything that he's presented to us is not the damn truth about Nemesis Star Solar System? Come on, this is...
And there's a church congregation.
Debunk his research. That's what you do.
A lot of money. The money disappeared. So did Steve Olson. I'm sure you all heard of the whole scenario where he just up and left his wife, who supposedly had...
That! Come on! How many of you are pissed off about that? What the hell does Steve and his relationship with his wife have to do with Nibiru? I mean, come on, people. Scott, you were dead ass wrong for that. I know you're still listening. You don't just leave someone's comment section without being infuriated as you were when you were on here. That was a low blow in the gut. Whether it's true or not. Let's talk science. Let's talk Nibiru. Let's talk Planet 9. Let's talk the destruction. Let's talk about humanity.
Had cancer, left his whole family, and just disappeared off the face of the earth. He reappeared.
It doesn't, Luna. It has nothing to do with it.
Somewhere out in Idaho with a new girlfriend. And
let's bring in the new girlfriend. How do you have so much time to research Planet X when you know more about WSO and Steve Olson than probably your own family? Pay more attention to your surroundings, Scott. You're slipping.
And supposedly utilizing the money that he shammed from hundreds and hundreds of people to go on, I believe it was either a Mexican cruise or a Caribbean cruise, and he was gone for some time off of YouTube enjoying the money. All of the YouTube troll organizations, they pretty well plastered him with all of this. I believe his wife was even on as a guest on some of these YouTube channels and speaking her piece and wanting to know where Steve was and blah, blah, blah.
Where's your mate, Scott? How much do we need about who you sleeping with or what you're doing in your life? You and the physicist got a thing going on? I mean, let's just put it out there. Since you choose that you know so much about somebody. I'm really trying to be humbled. I'm going to allow y'all to listen. I'm going outside. I'm going to smoke a cigarette and say a prayer. Continue watching, please.
Are people that are emailing me on a daily basis that have bought things from the WSO supposed pay-per-view website. They've bought t-shirts, they've bought hats, they've bought coffee mugs, and frankly, if you look at the discussion tab on the WSO YouTube channel, you'll see people asking, hey, I sent you money for my shirt. Where is it? It's been 3 weeks now. It's been a month now. Hey, I ordered this from you. I paid for it. I haven't gotten anything. What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, there's a big difference between someone who is actually doing legitimate research and trying to show everyone what is going on. And the big difference is, there's no need to sell coffee mugs and t-shirts and hats. Now, my YouTube channel, we have a PayPal link, and if people do want to donate and contribute to our channel, hey, they're free to do so. One thing that I do not do is I don't use religion. I don't use people's religious beliefs to...
No, you just used their past. You use their past against them. If his past that you're saying is true. You don't use religion. Nope. You just take someone's past and throw it in their face on YouTube and smack them with it. Yep. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah.
Basically scam them. Steve throws in this whole Jesus freak verbiage in his videos, love and light and blah, blah, blah. But if you listen to the guy, if you listen to him in a candid fashion...
Hi, Borg 420.
Every other word that comes out of his mouth is, mother F this, mother F that, blah, blah, blah.
But Scott, he might curse a lot, but he's not putting your business on Front Street, is he now? No. He might curse a lot because he's a truther, and we sometimes get beside ourselves. That's what we do as truthers. We don't dig into someone's past and throw it all over YouTube.
Good Christian guy. Real good Christian guy. Basically breaking every commandment that Moses brought down off of the...
And what are you doing, sir? You are just not loving thy neighbor. By no means. You hypocrite.
Hill. The same goes for Alex Lujan. Alex basically is pretty much a mama's boy, still lives...
Oh, Lord, he just called him a mama's boy. Let me tell you something. I don't know Alex that well, but I love his accent. And he's kind of sexy. I'm single. What? Nothing that you're saying, Scott, is making any relevance to what we're really all fighting for. We're fighting for it. It doesn't matter how much truth is in his... This is not Steve telling his own truth. This is someone telling Steve's truth. It's just not right. Damn it. Stop. Because every time you fire I'm going to catch it every time. And I'm not doing this for nothing more or less. I'm not fighting for WSO. I think that fault was already won a long time ago. When he put his heart and soul into it. Okay? It's not a fight. This is what I believe in. This is why I have my own channel. To speak my beliefs, right? So what are you doing, Scott? You're putting out information out there that might or might not be true. But you're hitting below the belt here. You should not have to prove nothing about Planet X has anything to do with Steve's history and his unfortunate mishaps or whatever it may be. We all have them.
He was at home with his mother and father in the garage, as you can see from his videos, and I'll show you. He has absolutely. I
know, Steve. I believe you. I'm just trying to, more or less, this video is just to try to show people that evil is among us, and it's going to keep us from listening to you.
Has a few really bad.
We're all flawed, Steve.
Planet X YouTube channels that are really, really scammy. Basically, stealing videos, old videos from a lot. And
by the way, Scott, in case you're checking out my channel right now, wondering who the hell I am, first of all, all you got to do is check my unanswered emails I've been sending you over the years. That's what you do. CarpenterTammy600gmail.com. Check all those. Because Steve, matter of fact, he checked them, and it's been years, but he reached out to me. That's who I am. Go through my entire channel. There's nothing on my channel that's fake. At all.
All back, piecing them all together, uploading them, and just adding about 10 or 15 banner ads in the videos. And Steve does the same thing. Steve has a multitude of fake YouTube channels that aren't directly associated with him, but in actuality they are his channels, because he premieres all of his videos a few days later after he posts them on his WSO channel. And the reason why he does this is he has these other channels under other names, but they are all tied directly to his AdSense account, and that is how you get paid from YouTube. Now, I'm going to share with all of you today what my YouTube, quote, bank account looks like. And, I don't have any fake YouTube channels. I have 2 YouTube channels.
Steve, do you have a fake YouTube channel? I'm just asking since I have you here. Okay, just as I thought. Nope, not one.
Channels that I utilize, and Dr. Albers has her YouTube channel.
So Steve has GNN
Steve Olson a little bit more.
and WSO, yeah.
Over the course of the last couple of weeks, Steve has been harassing Dr. Albers via email constantly, trying to get her to...
Are you harassing that lady? The same thing that he said about another channel not too long ago? Right? Oh my goodness. Is this going to boil down to the scientists again?
To help him. Well, Dr. Albers was helping Steve over a year ago. Sending him
LOL,
reports.
naughty beaver.
He wasn't using them. Yeah, maybe every now and then, bits and pieces. I'm sure all of you know the whole entire Chris Potter story.
Yeah, I'm so glad I had to wait for him to say his name before I could officially say it. Yeah, Chris Potter. I love Chris Potter. I love Chris Potter since day one. His feet work, his ability to just like oversee people and their thoughts and their belief. His channel was fabulous. And until maybe, I don't know. Scott, why don't you tell us what happened? Was there something going on between the three of you? I'm just putting it out there, people, because that's what it looked like. No one's ever questioned it. I'm just saying. Here she is involved in it again in a dilemma. After today, though, we're done with this. This is going to be truth. Like, it just makes no sense to me. Chris Potter was the shit. He was funny. He was uncanny when it came to certain situations. I don't know what happened with all of a sudden him not believing in. I think there was something sexual going on. How about that? It's my channel. I can say that since you're putting your thoughts and beliefs out there about Steve. I think there was something going on between all three of y'all, and things got caught up, and it was just like fuck it. Just all right.
But then, when Dr. Albers stopped sending Steve this information and these reports, she basically didn't want anything to do with him.
She didn't speak for herself, though, did she? Nope.
And what did he do? He went ahead and he exposed her name and her personal information.
Whoa. Hold on. Stop the press. Have you ever danced with the devil in the moonlight? Did you hear what he just said? He just said, then Steve continued to release her personal information. What did Scott do previous to this point? At counter 220. What did he do? You just exposed, truth or not truth, all about Steve, right? Right? Didn't you just do the same thing, Scott?
To the Planet X YouTube trolls. And that basically ended up leading to her ending her career as a professor at Wits University in South Africa. But
Shame.
you know, that all came to be a good thing because she made it to the United States. She's very happy here. She's going through the immigration process.
Who would know that better than you, Scott?
She wrote her book, and things are going Alex Luhan whenever I figured out that he was scamming me with these photographs. And I never really showed any of the photographs that Alex would send me because I could clearly see that they were bogus. They were nothing but reflections of the sun using a digital camera. He was making...
Hi, Nibiru Freedom Fighter. I see you're back in the chat room. Did you see the invite from WSO previously in the chat room?
Videos and taking photographs for his Nibiru Facebook group and showing these pictures of this big expensive telescope and saying, hey, look what my girlfriend bought me, blah.
Okay, I see that Nibiru Freedom Fighter said no, he didn't. WSO has invited you to come on the show with us on Saturday. He's in the chat room. You're more than welcome. Steve, say hello to Nibiru Freedom Fighter.
Blah, blah, blah. But yet, out of all of these months, we've never seen any telescopic photographs from that big, expensive telescope that, he probably clipped from Google or Facebook, and it's probably somebody else's.
All right, see what's going on in the chat? WSO just said, please come on the show and tell us your story. Nibiru Freedom Fighter said, I'll believe it when I see it.
Is Nibiru.
Come on now.
And ladies and gentlemen, I've told
Accept
you
the
before,
invitation. And just come on the show. Let's
all of my
talk.
research in all of these years, I've gone through everything pertaining to Nibiru and Planet X. And, there is a
11 o'clock Saturday, Nibiru Freedom Fighter.
Possibility that, the whole entire Nibiru story was basically concocted. It probably was concocted by the NSA or, some type of government troll organization. But the fact of the matter is, Planet X is not going to be crashing into the Earth. There's no way that could happen.
He's
We
right.
went over that in our live stream the other day.
He's right.
But I want to show you all something here. Now, once again,
All right, who is this guy?
what
I
I'm about
saw
to
this a
show
little
you,
earlier.
This is Alex Luhan's YouTube
Hi,
channel.
Randy.
And this is his video trying to
No, it's never going to crash into
persuade
us.
people that I was the one who concocted the entire setup situation
Okay, this is where I get ignorant. I just gotta go ahead and put it out there. I have not watched this video from here on out. I have no idea who this dude is. So if y'all could elaborate with me on the chat room, in the chat room while we watch this, it'd make a whole lot of difference to me.
With him and Steve Olson being the victims.
Oh, is this guy Steve? Hold on, let me make it bigger.
And
oh, I'm making it bigger. It's already on his screen. Duh. It'd be nice if we get Alex here. That would be great. Oh, he's Alex's childhood friend. Okay. So, again, I'm ignorant going into this. Let's just watch it.
I'm the one who got together with Alex Luhan's friend, who I don't even know who this guy is, never seen him before, never talked to him before, and he got one of his friends to make this little video. But you can clearly see the guy's lying. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look at some of this. Just setting the record straight, as the video says. Let's listen to this.
Hello everybody, it's Alex AJ Luhan. It is October 20th, 2017. And I'm just making this first video here is to let you guys know. I'm sorry if I'm teary-eyed right now still or not, but as you can see, this man right here that's on the screen, this is my friend that I grew up with. I grew up with him years.
Right?
We got off the phone. We stayed on the phone for quite a while. I forgave the man. I know this man longer than what I've known the other person that did this, and I know this man's intention was for good intentions, as the way he told me, as the way this person told him.
Now, once again, folks, as you can see, Alex is live streaming from his parents' garage.
Oh, God. Really? Was that necessary, Scott?
Comes from, I mean, the dude.
Does it matter where they're shooting from? This is what I'm talking about. I get interested in something, I'm actually listening for a moment, and then you gotta just downgrade somebody. This is not how you keep subscribers. That's just stupid. Stop downsizing people. Golly.
Dude can barely talk. He talks like a street level gangster.
Really? See, again, y'all gonna get my intentions on this because I'm just not seeing this part of the video. And he does not talk like a street gangster. I think he's just like a nice, young, handsome gentleman. God, dude, like, you know what? Just.
And basically, that's what he was. I don't know what he does now except live off of his mother and father. But this guy right here.
Oh yeah, he lives off his mother and father.
Who this guy is.
Does that make a difference, Scott?
In my life. Never messaged him, never inboxed him. We've never had any communication whatsoever. But as you get further into Alex's video here, this guy obviously knows Alex, and Alex probably, put together a little story and said, hey man, I got myself into some trouble here, could you just do me a favor, make a little short video saying this and that, send it to me, and I'm going to use it in my YouTube video to cover my tracks. So let's go ahead and continue to listen to this BS that Alex Luhan, the garage gangster.
Garage gangster. I wonder what kind of name Scott's going to come up for me. He's got something to say about everybody outside the side of his neck.
Has put together to cover his tracks and cover Steve Olson's tracks in the fake Eclipse video information that was stolen from another young man.
Right, Luna?
It was supposed to be a joke on me. The joke was really on me. That's what I told him. The joke was really on me. Like I said, he's a grown man too. He cried too, just as me. I cried. I have right here what I said is proof that WSO and PXU were set up. I got a video from this man right here himself stating that Scott gave him the photographs. As you can see.
Okay, so he's starting the setup situation.
Wait a minute, why didn't you let him finish, Scott?
Saying that I collaborated with this guy, a man
I hope there's a link in the description box.
that I've never spoke to in my life that I don't even know. How would I get in touch with one of Alex's friends all the way out in California? I've never seen this man, never spoke to this man, but let's continue to listen to the BS.
Yeah, let's continue listening to your BS.
This is him right here. Him. Right? And this is his profile. Okay? Cross the name out and everything, because this is not important about who he is and everything. You know, I know people are out there already told me that a lot of people are trying to get a hold of him and they want to find out what's going on. Like he told me, he's a private person, a very private person. This man is trying to enlist in the military again, so he does not want to be put in there. He made a quick video for me to put it up there. Anybody who does what they want, screenshot it, copyright, or do whatever they want after that, hey, that's on you guys. But he just told me to make this clear.
Hey everybody, this is Will. I wanted to let everybody know that Scott sent me those photos of the eclipse to send to Alex, which I didn't take. So therefore Scott is a liar, and just wanted everybody to know that.
As you can see,
Okay, let's go back here.
What?
And let's analyze this guy's body language real quick. Okay, folks. You know, whenever I was in business, taking a lot of business courses, my major was marketing and business administration. I had a very, very good professor. I took one course that was being offered, and it was based on body language. And it has everything to do with face-to-face sales, face-to-face presentations, analyzing your audience, analyzing the people that you are talking to. That was my profession. It just so happened that my instructor was an ex-FBI profiler. He was retired, and he was now a professor. And this man taught us everything that you need to know to point out a liar instantaneously. So it doesn't matter if it's in a video or it's face-to-face. When someone is speaking of a situation and they start glancing to the left, glancing to the right,
A lot like you are?
that is the telltale sign that they are trying to think about what they're going to make up and say. If this man was passionate about what he was saying and it was the truth, he'd be looking directly into the camera. But you see him in the beginning, look to the left.
Okay, so what I'm watching is Scott break down somebody's body language and likes and beliefs, right? Scott, I wish I could see you behind the camera when you were shooting what you were shooting this morning about Steve. I wish I could have seen your body language since you got so much to say about it. The more I watch this, just the more upset I get. I'm trying to stay humbled.
Like
Pray for me.
his childhood friend, the garage gangster, wannabe Planet X researcher,
Wannabe.
Alex Luhan. So let's play this again and watch carefully.
Yeah, let's watch carefully.
I wanted to let everybody know that
There's one shift.
Scott sent me those photos of the
One
eclipse
shift?
to send to Alex, which I didn't take. So therefore Scott is a liar, and just wanted everybody to know that. I wanted to let everybody know that Scott sent me those photos of the eclipse to send to Alex, which I didn't
Thank
take.
you, Randy and Logic.
Therefore, Scott
Wow.
is a liar, and just wanted everybody to know that. Everybody, this is Will. Wanted to let everybody.
Scott, you do realize that other people will be watching this as well that probably know body language and have studied a little bit further than you have. So be correct on what you're coming out with.
Everybody know that Scott sent me those photos of the eclipse to send to Alex, which I didn't take. So therefore Scott is a liar, and just wanted everybody to know that.
as you can see, this right here, this photograph, this one, actually the bottom one, does resemble him. And so it does resemble him.
So I'm going to stop it right there, folks. But these photographs up here, this one here, and this one here, these are the photographs from the gentleman who actually took those eclipse photographs from back in 2014. And once again, Alex.
And why is this so important again to Nibiru today?
Personal photographs in this video of blame. Because basically, he got busted. Again. And this is not the first.
So basically, again, I will tell y'all I haven't finished watching the video. So, Scott, I know you're still listening. This entire video was to bash people, right? This entire video was to bring down other people's beliefs, call them liars, shut them down. Has nothing to do with Nibiru. Has nothing to do with the fact that we are all facing something that we cannot even conceive. And if we're kept from this knowledge, our hearts will fail. So basically, you've switched, right? You flipped sides. This is wrong, Scott, in every sense of the word. You bashing on other channels and bashing on other people and their past. It's just, this is not right. This doesn't help our true community at all. You're doing nothing for us. Your consumption has overwhelmed me as a viewer. And this is just not right. If you look at the difference in both of these videos, WSO, after him watching it and then shot a video without even a cursing. He wasn't even angry. And then I watched this video and I'm just like, I would have been pissed off. I'm sorry. I can't be as humble as Steve. Yet, I will soon learn to be as humble as this man. Because I truly believe that the truth will set you free. And Scott has yet to know the truth. Because he's too busy bashing other people. I'm going to continue. Let's just skip a little bit. Because this part right here is just really irrelevant to me. And I think it's Alex's business or whatever. I don't even know Alex. Hold on.
Third time. This is...
Oh, sorry. I'm all on the wrong one. Here we go. Let's see what's next. Divide and conquer is Lucifer's #1 weapon. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, let's go. What's he saying here?
And once again, I think this was a Facebook post that came to me in an email. And the person up above states, why are you slandering Steve Olson? What doesn't even make sense.
Slander our brother, only tested. Why is that part blacked out? Oh, okay, for copyright reasons. We left a 9-year month ago. Everyone could be from the community. Y'all reading this with me? Let's see before he tries to read it and we get a wrong perception. In first group. What? All right, let's.
About the story before I voice my opinion.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, this is coming from the man who was ripped off for $5,000 for the North Dakota trip that Steve Olson was supposedly sponsoring, and he basically built this guy. So let's read it. And the guy goes on to say, slander here. No, it says no slander here.
Thank you, Randy. I'll see you soon.
Only testimony. We left a year and 9 months ago to meet everyone we could from the WSO community. I was the first group leader to sign up. He lived an hour away from us, but he wouldn't meet with us, so we went to Montana to check out a Christian Christian survival group, which turned out to be a cult. So we left.
Alright, Steve, if you're still here, can you go ahead and just say whether this is true or not before, because what I'm seeing now, he's slandering you even more. This is nothing more than slander. Defamation of character. if this letter is even true. I don't...
Left. Olson finally agreed to meet. He then asked us to stay on his farm.
By no means is anyone on trial or jury here. Let me just go ahead and clarify that. Okay. Nope, it's not true. Steve Olson said, nope, it's not true, and all is slander. Absolutely. And the only reason I'm even asking you these questions is because I know that few people are listening, and I want them to know how serious you are and that you are paying attention right now to my small channel and what I'm talking about, and for you to be able to answer this slander. I want you to be able to have a voice in this video because I think it's wrong.
As the first family to gather there. Then he asked us to go with him to Standing Rock for the water protection movement, which we did. After 3 weeks, he asked us to go to the Hopi Reservation to councils with their elders and said that he would repay
Nah, truth or lie, I can't read.
He said he would meet us
I'm illiterate.
there. We went there and had some remarkable experiences. After we spent our last $5,000 and asked for repayment, he went to the Bahamas with the female subscriber from Idaho, whom he left his family for and refused to honor his word. After she became pregnant, she sent me a video secretly recording of him punching her in the stomach.
Hi, Seven Spalding. Welcome. I love your channel. Why is this man doing this? We don't know. We don't know. And I don't think I have to read this literally word for word. I'm going over it with Scott as he's reading it. And if he misconstrues something, I will be sure to correct it. But no, I don't feel like I should have to sit here and read this when you're going to hear him read it anyway. So all that negativity, throw it out the window. Hi, Seven. Welcome. But yes, he is slandering Steve once again. Personal business. This is what he's doing.
We were left broke and stranded by him. He turned on us and started calling us trolls because we persisted in our efforts to square up the money matters. So now we are in Utah trying to replenish our bankroll due to the trust we put in his word.
Thanks,
He
Steve.
suffers from severe depression and is mixing.
In the chat room, for those of you who are not participating, Steve just clearly said, by the way, I had a vasectomy years ago. Okay, this is where he gets to speak his truth.
Psychotropic medications and pot, meaning marijuana. There is much more to tell, but I question whether the truth will be called slanderous from folks who buy into his crap. Eventually, the truth will prevail, though. Sandy from the WSO World Ham Radio Training Club went through a similar experience and had to detach all ties. Bottom line is that it's your choice, so make an informed one. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty enlightening. So this is your so-called leader, your Christian man. You know, whether the allegations of the assault are true, I don't know. I have nothing against, marijuana or pot smoking, so I don't care about that either. The fact of the matter is, the guy is conning people out of serious amounts of money, and with his...
I disagree, Scott. If he had so much money, I think his channel would be a whole lot bigger. Come on now. Stop slandering. Just stop it.
WSO Live website. That's really, that's really ripping people off because he's
absolutely Seven.
He's
absolutely
showing them content that cannot be shown on YouTube. Well,
let's show your
Mr.
content,
Olson,
Scott.
I hope you're listening to this. I hope you're listening to this. But you...
Are you listening, Steve? So sorry.
You have a lot of people that have paid for their subscriptions to your WSO Live, and they are feeding me information, and they are showing me that you are using my content, the discoveries that are coming from me and Dr. Elbers, and you're claiming them to be your own. Big deal. Have at it. You want to be a scumbag? You and Alex be a scumbag. We already know that. All of your emails to Dr. Elbers, we have all of them.
Show us the emails.
We're going to go ahead and reveal all of those because Steve.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm the criminal. I'm the criminal. Well, folks, I'm not out there taking
Let's see the emails
from people. I'm not out there, telling people, hey, invest in this ham radio.
No, you're just getting subscribers and views by slandering other people and their channels. Okay, this is what you're doing. This is why we're even focusing on your video right now, live stream, is because you're putting other people's business out there and they're quite interested. It might deter them from WSO. It may or may not. But as true seekers are going to sit here and listen to all the bullshit and determine for ourselves. And this is how I do that. Free-spirited, right, Scott? This is so wrong in every sense of the word. It really is. And I know I'm probably going to get slandered, and you're going to have a whole new name for me too by the time we're done with this. But it still does not affect me in my research ways. You're going to call me a wannabe researcher, right? Like you refer to everybody else. I am a wannabe researcher. I'm never going to, I don't want to be labeled as a researcher. I want to be labeled as someone who helped humanity. In a sense. That's what I want to be known for. So if me putting you out there by you slandering people and all these channels, we have to fight amongst each other who we believe when I believe both of you. This is so much bigger than we are. So much bigger than we are. And you, Scott, continue. This is the second year that you've done this and slandered someone's channel. And everything had to come down with the physicist. Soap opera, if you will.
Operation that doesn't exist. I'm not out there ripping off church congregations that put their faith in me.
Nope, you're just ripping off YouTube.
I had one lady not too long ago. Her name is Rose, a very, very nice lady. Mm-hmm. She lives over in Europe.
I'm going to speed this up a little bit because it just really is annoying. Let's see, we're going to skip.
Case dismissed.
What's he talking about now?
Case dismissed. I was riding my jet ski one day, and I got pulled over by a jet ski cop on the Intercoastal. He wrote me
I don't know. I'm looking at the chat room now, and it says, "Did Truth just say I don't work with smaller channels?" Let me go back and see. Because if that was said by Truth, then that's just a lie. I'm a very small channel. Very small. I've been budgeting between 600 and 700 for a couple months now. Yes, he works with small. If that's what was said, he does work with smaller channels. Believe it or not. It's not all about him. He doesn't ignore emails such as Scott. I've been emailing Scott for a little over a year now. Not one email did I get back from Scott. Not one. Okay. Well, actually, I think he did refer to, I called the Sun Simulator one time, but that was about it. So, let's just see what he's talking about here.
Case dismissed. Case dismissed. I was riding my jet ski one day, and I got pulled over by a jet ski cop on the Intercoastal. He wrote me a ticket for not having my jet ski registered. Well, just like many other people, I forgot that the damn inspection and registration expired by 2 days. Went to court, dismissed.
Yeah, you.
So, folks.
Right? WSO. Scott has a jet ski. I don't even have a car, right? But you're stealing so much money from everyone. You have so much money.
So, Patricia, Martha, Rodders.
Alright, I'm going to go to the end of this. Like I said, I've not seen the rest of it. I just want to skip because this is all bullshit and it's giving them way too much airtime.
I know my name is known worldwide now.
Oh, yeah. Your name is yeah.
People know everything there is to know about me.
Yep. No, we don't.
Whatever.
Not yet. Right. Yeah, just about how to set the emails and pictures to rub it in.
Facebook account. Well, listen. Open one up. Open one up and have at it.
Right, Tammy.
You know, I was never much of a person that liked Twitter, but I opened up a Twitter account because
and you know, he contradicts himself every time he talks. I never was much of a person that liked Twitter. However, I opened up a Twitter account.
All of my videos automatically get tweeted over there.
Whatever. Alright, this is what it is. The whole reason for me doing this video, and thank you guys, everyone who participated, even you, Scott, thank you for at least coming in humoring us with your your comments, which were also very, very disturbing toward me. You came out with this video about Steve, right? I come out with this video about the both of you, and you came into my comment section, and you just told me basically, lady. First of all, you know my name. Second of all, you just completely shut me down and said, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, how many of us followers that's been following for so many years know what we're talking about when it comes to you? Because you have let us all down, Scott. You have. WSO don't come out with this person and that person and putting personal information in there because it's all irrelevant. The thing is that our world is changing. It's changing in such a massive way. And there's evil all around us. And for you, once again, you did the same thing last year. Same scenario when it has to come to the physicist and her emails. And now you're claiming that Steve was begging her to do whatever. You did the same thing with old boy. So I want you to wake up, Scott. We're not your enemy. We're not. All this can be blown away. We would love your input on all of our surroundings. But you can't. You're just cutting out on us. You were just on WSO not too long ago. I mean, how does this happen overnight, people? Basically. I learned a lot from Scott's channel. And I believed the physicist when she came on. But then it became a soap opera, people. All of it became a soap opera between the three of them. And now you want to throw WSO in there. I don't think it's fair. I don't. So, thanks to everybody who participated. I hope that somebody got some kind of insights on what I really want y'all to focus on is how WSO approached the situation. And how Scott approached the situation. That should tell you good from evil. Steve didn't bash him. Steve did nothing more so than show. And what he did was humbled himself. He humbled himself in such a way. Because you know what? If it wasn't true, it didn't affect him. If it's not true, then it doesn't affect you. This affects me. Because then Scott comes into the chat room. Let me go ahead and put it on record for those of you who weren't in the chat room. Scott came in the chat room bashing me. Telling me I didn't know what I was getting into. I think I know every bit of what I'm getting into. Because I know these are two of my favorite, beside Eric Dubay. Two of my favorite channels. So I pretty much know what I'm getting myself into. As long as you keep putting that information out there, I'm going to quote you on it. I just hope and pray that each and every one of us right now can come together and just pray for each of our channels. Small, big, doesn't matter. We're all searching for one thing, and that is the truth on where we came from and what's going to happen and what we can do to make it better as a community. Okay? I look forward. Nibiru Freedom Fighter. Did you agree to come on the show on Saturday, 11 a.m.? I hope so. I'd love to see you there. And I'll see you Saturday, Steve, as well. Scott, please, this is not meant towards you in such a manner that I want people not to listen to you or not to agree with you. I think that you are falling. I think you're slipping just a little bit. But you know what? Apology is not even necessary. Just come back to the group. And let's all just try to figure this thing out together. For real. It takes a village to raise a child. Can you imagine what it takes to raise all of us? Love and light. Guys, please share this video. I'm just trying to show right from wrong. That's all. We all know something is out there and it is headed our way. Nothing's going to slam it to the earth. This is not the end of the world. But this is something that has been happening for 36,000 years. Okay? Anunnakis, Nibiru, this is what happens. Thank you so much for taking out the time, Steve. I really appreciate you participating. Scott, you as well. Everybody else whose name was... I wish Alex could have participated. I can't wait to hopefully see him Saturday. So love and light to each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time. Take care of each other. Let's not slander each other. There's no reason in it. When y'all really get to know me, y'all gonna think I'm just craziest person on the face of the earth. But I do have... There is a method to my madness. And it's called truth. Love and light. Take care of each other.